You have an interview at 9 a.m. with a massive firm like Siemens or L'Oreal. Here's what 95% of candidates do to prepare. They skim the company website, maybe Google company's news, they check LinkedIn, and then they walk into an interview hoping they sound informed. And here's what the other 5% do: the career pragmatists, the ones who actually get the offer. They find out exactly what keeps the CEO up at night, the strategic challenges hidden in the company's 200-page annual report that most people don't even know exists. Today, I'm showing you the thing that will immediately separate you from every other candidate in the room. And it takes 60 seconds. I'm going to show you how to use AI to extract the CEO's biggest nightmares from any company's annual report so you can walk in and offer a solution. If you're tired of getting ghosted or losing out to more qualified candidates, this is for you. Hey, career pragmatist. If you are new here, I'm Natalia, a top business school career coach turned AI entrepreneur. Today, we're talking about something most candidates skip entirely: reading the company's annual report before applying or interviewing. And I get it. These documents are 200 plus pages of dense financial data, risk disclosures, and corporate speak. Nobody has time for reading that. But in those 200 pages are hidden the exact problems that leadership team is losing sleep over, the challenges they are prioritizing for the next 12 months, the pain points they need solved. And if you can speak to those specific challenges in your cover letter, during your interview, or even in the salary negotiations for senior roles, you immediately separate yourself from every other candidate who just Google the company name. So today, I'm going to show you why annual reports matter across the entire recruitment process, which positions and company sizes make this essential, and the exact AI workflow to extract the top 3 pain points in under 60 seconds. Let's go. Let's be honest. Most people preparing for an interview do surface level research. They check the company website, read the About Us page, maybe scroll through recent LinkedIn posts, and that's it. Here's what we are missing. The annual report tells you what the company is actually worried about, not the polished marketing messages on their website, the real challenges, the risk they are legally required to disclose to investors. This information is useful across every step of the job search process. First, write in your cover letter. When you are applying for a role, especially at the large corporations, your cover letter needs to do more than list your skills. It needs to show you understand the company's challenges and can help solve them. So here's the difference. Generic cover letter. I'm excited to apply for the senior project management role at Siemens. I have 8 years of experience managing cross-functional teams and delivering complex projects on time and within the budget. Annual report informed cover letter will sound like, I'm applying for the senior project manager role at Siemens. I noticed in your 2025 report that scaling digital infrastructure across DACH markets is a strategic priority. In my previous role at company X, I led a digital transformation initiative that reduced implementation timelines by 30% while managing stakeholder alignment across 3 countries. I would bring that same focus to Siemens expansion goals. See the difference? The second version shows you've done your homework. You are not just qualified, you understand the specific context. And just for disclosure, I'll use Siemens as an example. Second, interview preparation. Well, during interviews, hiring managers want to know, does this person understand our business? Can they think strategically? Do they see how their role fits into our bigger picture? If you walk in with generic answers about driving operational excellence or leading high-performing teams, you sound like everyone else. But if you walk in and say, I read your annual report and I noticed you are facing pressure from tariff policies affecting automation demand in the US market. In my last role, I managed supply chain adaptations during similar regulatory shifts. Here is how I would approach the challenge in this position. Now you have the attention. Finally, negotiating your compensation. You're applying for a senior role where your performance will directly impact the company's bottom line. You can use the annual report during salary negotiations. Here's how. Let's say you are negotiating for a senior business development role, and they are offering you a 110k euro, but you want 130k euro. Instead of just saying, I want that X amount of money, you can say, I noticed in your annual report that expanding into emerging markets in Asia is a priority, but you are facing credit risk challenges and need to maintain portfolio diversification. In my last role, I built partnerships in 3 new markets while maintaining a 95% payment reliability rate. Given that I'll be directly contributing to this strategic goal, I believe 130k reflects the impact I will have on these revenue targets. Now you're not just asking for more money, you're showing them you understand their challenges and positioning yourself as someone who can solve them. So, when does this matter? Well, obviously, not every role requires this level of preparation. If you're applying to an entry level position, I would say focus on the basics. Knowing few main financial numbers that define company's financial health and strategic priorities will differentiate you from our candidates. If you are pitching for mid-senior roles, let's say project manager, senior consultant, product lead, definitely use it for an interviews and cover letters. And well, if you are targeting senior roles, I'm confident you're already checking financial reports of each company you are interviewing with. Now, let me show you how this works in practice. First, you need the actual annual report. For any publicly traded company, this is easy. They publish it on the company's website, or you can just Google it. For example, Siemens Financial Report 2025. Now, what if you are applying to an early stage startup, for example? Well, go to Crunchbase or PitchBook. Look at their funding rounds. What did they say they are using the money for? Scaling into new markets, building out their product, hiring engineers. Read their press releases. Companies love to announce strategic priorities when they close funding or launch new products. So even though they don't publish annual reports, they still have strategic data you can use. For this demo, I'm using the Siemens 2025 report and Claude, which I prefer for complex reasoning tasks. So once the report is uploaded, I prompt Claude. I'm interviewing for a senior project manager role at Siemens. Based on this annual report, identify the top 3 strategic challenges or risks the leadership team is most worried about for the next 12 months. Summarize them in bullet points for a business professional. Let's see what it gives us. Okay, so it highlights first, geopolitical and trade uncertainty, digital transformation and competitive disruption, and third, climate transition and regulatory compliance. Providing some context for each of them that you can research further. So look at that. In 60 seconds, you now have 3 specific challenges that Siemens leadership is concerned about. You can also get more specific and mention a concrete region in the prompt. And again, I'm using that company and that specific role, which I don't know if it exists or not, just for an example. Next, let's generate strategic questions. Now that I have a pain point, I want to turn them into an interview questions. This is where most candidates stop. They find the information, but don't know how to use it. And I'm giving Claude this second prompt. Now, acting as a high-level career coach, suggest 3 strategic questions I can ask the hiring manager during my interview for senior project manager role. These questions should prove I understand these specific challenges and have the skills to help solve them. Claude's response, really nice. So navigating geopolitical complexity, question number 1, and it's very thoughtful question. Next, about digital transformation and AI integration. Also really nice, I like it. And finally, about sustainability. Really nice. It tackles even about doing project KPIs. Very good. And it even provides context on why each question works well. So depending on the area, you can focus on one of these topics and dive deeper whether it's supply chain, digital transformation, or sustainability. With that, you will demonstrate that you first did your research, second, understand the business challenges, and finally, can think about how your role fits into solving them. What's more important, be prepared for an interview process because most probably it will be focused on these pain points areas and how would you tackle them. And Claude even gives you that bonus tip. After each question, be prepared to briefly mention a relevant experience where you have navigated similar challenges. This transforms the question from theoretical to evidence based credibility. That's super useful, and not all AI would tell you that. Here's what it actually means. Note the difference in these two statements. First, I read in your annual report that digital infrastructure scaling in dark markets is a challenge due to high costs and competitive pressure. The second, I noticed in your annual report that scaling digital infrastructure in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland is a priority, but you are facing high costs and competitive pressure in those markets. When I was at Company X, we had a similar challenge rolling out a new ERP system across 3 European offices. What I learned was that the real bottleneck wasn't the technology, it was stakeholder alignment and change management. We solved it by building regional champions who could translate the technical requirements into local business needs. Is that the kind of challenge you are facing here, or is it more about vendor management and timelines? See what happened here? You acknowledge the pain point, you connected it to your experience, and then you ask the follow up question that shows you're thinking strategically about how to solve it. The AI gives you the map, but your stories are the vehicle that gets you the job. So let's recap what we just covered. As a pragmatic candidate, reading company annual reports and checking financial statements is your secret weapon. Most candidates don't do it, but these reports reveal the real challenges leadership is focusing on, not the polished marketing message. Next, depending on the role you're pitching for, you can use this information at every stage of the recruitment process. And finally, it separates you from every candidate who just skimmed the company website, giving you a unique competitive advantage. And AI is a perfect tool that can help you with this task. If you want the exact workflow I just used, comment on this video with annual report workflow. And if you want to go deeper on interview preparation with AI, I've got a full step-by-step tutorial how to prepare for an interview with AI. Check it out after this. I hope this helped and you rethink how you prepare for an interviews. Stay around and subscribe for more practical, pragmatic career advice. Talk soon.